This is Orchos Tzadikim, and we pick it up on page 25 in the Treasure for Life edition. On the bottom of the page says the Orchos Tzadikim v'Ish Adam. In the middle of discussing the two types of people and how we can heal them when they have this festering issue. V'Ish Adam, there are people sheyodea hamidas erais. They know they have issues. Sheyesh by v'chayishev letzis me'am lechas b'midas hatavos. And they want to rid themselves of them. They want to gravitate towards that which is good. And he will never get to the correct path. Why? He's lazy to grab hold and find those midas toves properly. So it's a similar mashal. Reuven now is looking for Shimon, and he knows who Shimon is. And yet, why? You don't really look for him. Well, says the pasuk, the tongue of the righteous is the choices of silver. If someone comes to pay, he only owes money to silver. Kesef b'mishkal by weight. But he doesn't know the true weights. He doesn't know if the scale is accurate. He knows all of that. He just doesn't know how to evaluate silver. It's not going to help. He's going to hurt. He's going to damage with the scale of why? Because sometimes he's going to reject the silver. Instead of taking good silver pure, he'll take the waste. He'll take less than the weight. He'll take a lighter weight. Put the silver on the wrong side. So come to a mistake. Even if he knows the silver and he knows that he used the weight. If he doesn't look at it properly, after he's arvu b'kasa sigim, he might mix up together with the silver, the refuse, have a little baki bakol. Let's say he knows everything. He knows what the silver is. He knows how to use the weight. By mishkol, by kasev, by misak b'karai, he knows how to look at it properly. Then and only then, umishtalim karai. Kasev naki v'shalim b'mishkol. L'achein dima l'shoin sadik. Nivkar. The tongue of the tzaddik is like the choice of silver. Tzaddik has to recognize the good and the bad. Then he has to know the way, the different midas. And he can look and he can understand them. And then and only then can he be matriach. He can exert himself with his body to let go and leave the tipshus behind, and to grab hold of atvunu laser menu, and only then can he start to remove the refuse. And then his neshama will be pure to Hashem. When you remove the sigim, when you move the bad stuff, oz and only oz yaklik saruf, then the vessel will be refined. There's another type of person who he changes, he fluctuates, he's not straight and steady. Sometimes he does like this, and sometimes he does like that. That's how he lives, fluctuating between different items, different midas, different practices. And he's like, and this person sounds very familiar to all of us. He's looking for a city. He doesn't know the paths. He doesn't know the ways. Allowed to reach it. So what happens? What happens is he gets confused by all the roads. One day he travels one way, doesn't find the city. So what does he do next? He travels another mile in a different road, be it the toil of the fools, exhaust himself. He can't reach the city because he's just going in circles and circles. Therefore, we should have pity for those who are sunk into the vanities, the stupidities, the wastefulness of this world. Lilamdom tzadikim mishkov yeshem azayim l'diyim v'chidetz haKasef. We have to teach them. Teach them about the scale, the different types of weights, how to look at the scale, and what is right and what is wrong. And only then, and only then can he find the path. And then he can reach that fresh and fertile place of goodness. Which is Yerushalayim. This is the question that Hashem asks. Yisbarach Shemai Shalom Mikoladim Kedosev. Ma Hashem Lekecha Shalom Meimach Kim Liyira to fear Him. Vein Shemaise Nechsha Bilti a Yira Atayr. There's no such thing as an action without the Yira, the pure Yira. We'll just conclude with a very short way to remember what we're learning. Someone ever went rafting and you get stuck underneath the raft. So you're underneath the raft, they teach you one eitzah. And it's difficult because you're under the raft, and at that moment, it could be you can't breathe because you're underwater and you get very nervous. So what naturally a person does is he goes a little bit forwards, and then he gets scared, so then he goes a little bit the other way and a little bit the other way, and Rahman al-Litzlan, God forbid. If you keep on fluctuating different ways, even though the raft could only be a few feet long, that could cause someone to drown. But rather, they tell you, you know what you do to get out from under that raft? Travel in one direction. In one direction. Whether you're going forwards, whether you're going backwards, going right, whether you're going left, eventually you'll get out from under the raft. So too, the Orchos Tzadikim is teaching us. If we keep on fluctuating from our different paths, we try this midah, we try that avodah, we try this way of working on ourselves and that way of working on ourselves, we're never going to get out, and we're Rahman al-Litzlan. Going to drown under the raft. We have to begin by choosing the steady and sure and straight path. And only then can we emerge safe, not dead, from under that raft. And maybe, just maybe, that's what the limit of Musar is, keeping us on one path, one straight path, a few minutes every day, and that's how we'll be able to get out from under that raft, the raft which is the whole world, the whirlwind on top of us, making everything so confusing. And then we'll be able to merge onto that perfect, fertile, and incredible path of Avodas Hashem.